Welcome back, Truth Seeker. This past weekend, there was the Tesla takedown rallies across the world by the numbers. If you missed my video on that, you should definitely check it out. It does look like it was one of those things where they get largely the paid-for protesters out there to cause the needless division in the populace. But when they do that, ordinary people or people who do take a side in that will come out. And what I noticed from the videos that were put up on social media of people who attended those rallies is it seemed like some of the only legitimate protesters, and by legitimate I mean not paid for, but showed up because they have a genuine concern. It seemed like it was people who work in clinics that are funded by Medicare and Medicaid. And there's a lot of those clinics in the United States of America because there's a lot of people that are living in poverty, and the only way they can afford their health care bills is through government assistance. And to make a point, sweet lady, my wife, she works at a clinic in central Washington that is one of these places that's funded by Medicare and Medicaid. And they are going through some serious problems right now. For the last couple months, all spending's been on freeze, which means no new hires. And they've lost some employees in the last few months, and they cannot replace any of them, so they're working with limited staff because if the proposed cuts go into effect, their budget's all out of whack. But the point is even as things have been, you could argue that where she works is understaffed. There's a lot of people that go there and not enough employees. And the point I'm making is that right now with them losing employees, just the way naturally those things happen, for example, they lost a doctor on maternity leave because she's having a baby. Other people have left for other positions or got better payment elsewhere. So they're down staff, but they cannot make any moves until it's announced if there's going to be cuts or not. And if there are cuts, they're probably going to have to downsize their staff even more. And it could also mean that places like where my wife works go completely out of business. So, again, you are listening to the voice of somebody who thinks government is way too big and way too many people are way too dependent on government. But the point is, to make such drastic changes so fast is not stable and really can create major problems. And just all the uncertainty too, right? Months ago, they announced they might do this, but they still haven't come to any conclusion. I'm sure there's a lot of places all throughout this nation, just like where my wife works, going through the same struggles right now. What do you do? Hiring freeze, short staff, jobs in jeopardy. And the thing that's annoying for us is, sweet lady got this job and we moved out to the middle of nowhere for her to work here at the end of 2022. And if, per se, where she works goes under, it's like, oh, great. Now we live out in the middle of nowhere. And the place had been around for decades. It's not like it was seeming to just vanish into thin air. But again, when you have these drastic changes, it can really throw people's lives upside down. And I did see a lot of people, again, over the weekend arguing with each other about these types of things. One of the videos that got the most views on YouTube, it's from a Trump, Elon Musk supporters view, the person who made the video, and they're going there and arguing. And right away, he's arguing about how it's not going to have any impact to Medicare or Medicaid. Again, just a lot of people arguing from ignorant standpoints, not having enough information.